Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another Shoe Snob unboxing video series, One Take Wonders. Here we are with a new shoe review of a brand that I've done before, but it's been many years. So it's actually great to see how brands evolve, quality improves, changes, branding changes, things change. So here we are with a new pair of shoes from the brand Aurélien. Aurélien. It sounds like a French word, so I'm probably not saying it the way it should be pronounced, but I call it Aurélien. All right, so what do we got here? Beautiful box, by the way. This is actually, you don't often see this white trim. Maybe you do for designer brands, but us lowly shoemakers, we don't really have cool details like that. Boxes are usually one color, but I find this very elegant looking. The branding is very on par with the smart luxury shoes movement that they have, captured. So good branding. Boxes, solid, good, sturdy. The fact that it's not split anywhere means it's good. Many boxes split during shipment. So let's take a look. I have the men's City Loafer 2.0 in the black suede, black sole, softy suede, which is trademarked softy, in a size 41. All right, let's take a look. All right, dust bags here, made in a linen. There you go. Like nice linen sheets. Linen you don't see very often. Anyway, branding on par. They have soft, light colors. Beautiful bags. All right, let's get straight to the shoes. Nice tissue paper, also branded. Little divider to keep the shoes protected from themselves. And here we are with the City Loafer. I just want to, it's mind tricking to me because to me it's not a loafer, but they call it the City Loafer. And I guess they call it a loafer because you slip it on. But to me it's like a chukka boot without laces. So the City Loafer in black suede with a rubber latex sole. This sole is pretty cool. So you won't be able to see it here, but I'll show it in the up close. They have A's all along the rubber part for Aurélien. So you can tell that branding was very well thought out with this brand. They are hitting all the stops, and as one does when you become a large, global, successful brand. So let's take a look. Let me give you all the factual details. So these are priced at $490. They are made in Italy. The leathers are French. This is a suede. They said it's 100% French calfskin. And what more? I think that's it. Oh, their size ranges from 39 to 47 on the website. So that is a US 6 to a 14. Pretty solid size range there. And they have an array of colors. That's one thing I've always liked about Aurélien. It's you go on their site, and it's literally like being a kid in a candy store. You're a kid, you go to the candy store and the jelly beans have every color. It's like what their site is. Just they have I feel like there's only a couple models, but they have them in every color imaginable. Light blue, mid blue, dark blue, midnight blue. Every color has like 4 variations of that color. And then what really got me was the tone-on-tone soles, which is what I love. But they have like gray soles and blue soles, and so you get these cool tonal shoes. So if you're somebody who doesn't like that contrast sole, which there are many people who don't like that contrast sole, you'll be pleased to know that they have a lot of shoes that are tone on tone. And that's what I liked about this, because it's very subtly elegant. And I think when it's tone on tone, it makes it more appropriate to dress it up. So to wear it with a jacket, in my opinion. Now, granted, guys in America wear disgusting tennis shoes with a jacket, so they'll do whatever they feel like. But I don't find it as appropriate to wear a shoe that has a kind of white sole with a jacket. I might wear like an unlined linen, denim jacket like this, sure, or an unlined linen field jacket, but like a proper jacket, I feel like the shoe should be one color. Let me dial that back, because I am the guy known for doing two-tone shoes, but I mean, the sole should be tonal to the upper. And so I find these very sleek and elegant. And the last shape is nice. It's a smart round. It's not overly round. For me, the killer in some of these styles is a last is just too round. It has to have a little bit of almond shape to make it unique. And they captured that, in the City Loafer here. And I'm sure that the other models, I believe it's called the Yacht Loafer, probably has the same last. I don't have a pair of those. The shoes I reviewed from Aurélien years ago, I want to say that was right when I arrived to New York 8 years ago, were also black suede driving loafers, which I think they still sell. And I still have one of the few shoes I unboxed that I kept. And when I go to a Caribbean island or on vacation, I wear them. It's rare that I wear them in New York, but in New Jersey or whatever. But I will take them with me traveling, wearing a nice, especially to Europe, where it's more chic to wear this kind of understated, elegant style. So yeah, $4.90. Whether that's expensive or not, I don't even know anymore. Everything's expensive these days. I don't think it's that bad, to be honest, considering these are good quality. They are made in Europe. You can tell this is a good sole. French leather, not cheap. It's just what it is these days. Nice lining leather. The lining leather is very soft. So, it's not cheap, but again, it's not that expensive, especially when you're comparing against, Loro Piana, probably making nearly exact products, but like quadruple the price or something, 2 or 3 times, 2.5 times the price. So, wouldn't be surprised if they're made in the same factory. I'm not claiming they are, but it wouldn't surprise me. Either way, the City Loafer by Aurélien, for me, is great, and it's a good price. I think it's a fair price. I'm sure these aren't that cheap to make, just from what I know of producing in Europe. So yeah, I like them. Let's talk about size. I took a 41. They don't do half sizes, so I'm 40 and a half, but actually 41 fit bang on. Now it's funny, because in the driving loafers, I took a 40, but in the last 8 years, I feel like my feet have grown half a size. Mind you, I like things tight, so I can still sometimes, I wear the driving loafers without socks. So the 40, my toes are definitely all the way to the tip, like banging the fronts there. I don't mind that though. So I hate looseness, but the 41 fit great. 40 would have definitely. I knew that in a chukka style, I would rather err on this side of big than too small. Too small, and you just can't do it. There's no like give up here. But they actually fit like it's the actual right size. I think 40 and a half might even have been too small had they have had that. 41 seems perfect. These are super cool. I actually really like these. I will definitely wear these. Aurélien, I've been admiring them for forever, since they've really came around. They started in 2015, and I think they sent me those shoes in 2017, and they've grown exponentially since then. And it's no surprise. They make a great product. And like I said, their website is literally like a kid. And if I was rich and I had all the closet space in the world, I would easily buy like 20 pairs of shoes on their site. And, I have problems with shoes, so it's quite normal, but easily. There's just so many. And the styles are so wearable and versatile. They even do these with like lambskin fur linings, which is great for winter. So very smart company. I will say there is one forewarning, and it's weird. On my website, this post where I wrote about Aurélien years ago, I have like 100 comments, and many of them are negative, and I don't know why. I've never had a negative experience with Aurélien. Obviously, I'm a blogger, so it's like accountants having access to the IRS. They got that in. Whereas if you're a regular person trying to call the IRS, you wanna go crazy. But it's weird because I have these mixed reviews. It's usually not about the product. It's really about the customer service, like just never getting responded to, which is strange because then there's other commenters that say they've never had an issue. They have loads of shoes. When they write, they get responded to, and there's no problems at all. Again, I don't believe the customer is always right. And, when they're writing on a blog looking somewhere to complain, you're only getting one side of that story. But I wanted to forewarn you because they are there, and I approve the comments. I don't comment on those comments because I have no basis to trust them and disbelieve anything Aurélien says, or vice versa, really. I have no reason to really trust Aurélien and disbelieve the client, case-by-case basis. But to have 1,200 reviews on Trustpilot with like a 4.5 star rating, which is pretty good, and I'm pretty sure Trustpilot's pretty strict about sussing out genuine clients. So I'm just leaving that out there for all of you to do what you will with. For me, I'm just showing you the product. People have always been communicative with me, kind to me. Of course, again, I'm special as a blogger where they want to promote their shoes. But again, I've read good reviews too. So that story aside, the product is wonderful. I like it. Personally, I like it a lot. Personally, that's my kind of style right there. That is what I think every guy should be wearing instead of Cole Haans and Nikes and all this garbage, in my opinion. I like sneakers. Don't get me wrong. I sell sneakers, dress sneakers, leather sneakers, nice sneakers, elegant sneakers. These chunky sole, nasty monstrosities that everybody's wearing in the streets these days are Cole Haan shoes with big white protruding soles with a faux leather upper. Just terrible. Why don't you wear some elegant stuff like this? Nice, sleek, beautiful. I don't know. Americans look at, oh, it's so feminine looking. You don't need to look like you're a logger. We're not in over the top arm wrestling here, Stallone style. You can look smart and still be masculine. Just look at the Italians. They often look very masculine in slender, sleek, smart clothing. Hence why these are made in Italy. So, my kind of style should be your kind of style too, because this is, for me, it's just objectively a cool shoe. And the loafer version is cool as well. Again, Aurélien makes great stuff. I can't say anything other than that. And these City Loafers are no exception. These are super cool, and they come in like 1,000 colors. So definitely check them out. I like all the colors. I got a navy with a navy. They got everything outside of lime. They might even have lime green. It's that crazy. There's like 50 different color options. But yeah, it's good to see them back again on my channel after 8 years. They've done well. it's hard to compare because the driving loafers are apples and oranges. Can't say the product's gotten better because they're two completely different things. I feel like the suede might be the same, but it's a nice shoe. And sorry, I didn't mention they're super comfortable. When I tried them on, they have a really this cushion insole is pretty nice. It's and I know it's not going to just flatten out. So yeah, removable insole. That's a plus for those of you who wear orthotics. But if you don't, this is a very comfortable insole. Yeah, great stuff. Check it out. If you like this style too, definitely check it out. You're going to love their site. Hopefully you get great service, great fit. Again, my dress shoe size is 40 and a half, and I went to 41. At least in this model, that's what I recommend. Half size up. I think half size down would be a no-go. Whether the lower loafers, that kind of depends. You want to go sockless, you're going to wear socks. I don't know. I think if you go sockless, half size down. If you go socks, half size up. If you fall into the half size of the dress shoe. Obviously, if you're a 41, usually stick with 41. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed checking out my cool new City Loafers, and I would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have experience with Aurélien? All of my negative comments have been on my blog. As far as my YouTube first video, I don't recall if there were negative comments. Again, it's an old video, but since we're making a new video, I'd love to hear your thoughts now. Have you bought some of their shoes? Was the experience good? Let us know. Please share. And give a like to the video. Share it if you like. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you feel so inclined, definitely check out my Patreon page. And as always, thanks for tuning in, and do stay tuned for more. Take care. Bye.